What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about LeBron James and how maybe he should reconsider his future with the Lakers. So let's see what they have to say about that.
He should reconsider his future in LA. That doesn't mean that he definitively makes the choice to be out. He doesn't have a no-trade clause, obviously. People keep saying 4 years. It's 3 years with a player option for the fourth year. So he's got 2 more years in which he's committed to the Los Angeles Lakers. But I definitely do think that he should reconsider. Give it some thought is all I'm saying. Here's the reason why.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. They're already talking about LeBron James moving on. They're already talking about maybe possibly trading him and having him think about his future. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You talk about coach killer. Now he's a general manager, president killer. LeBron is a cancer. LeBron is a cancer to the team. Let's keep going.
Axamali. LeBron obviously came out here not just for basketball reasons, but for Hollywood as well. Now, Maverick Carter, his right-hand man, is hot. He's big time in Hollywood. They love him, okay? They're not loving LeBron James that much right now. They're not loving Rich Paul that much right now. And we never know what the fallout can be. Now, when I'm at Lakers games, and obviously I've been to quite a few of them this year, you've got directors and producers coming in my ear all the time, talking about how, is he here for basketball? I personally have said to them, totally unfair. Man averages 27, 8, and 8. His numbers are consistent.
Well, that's not the point, Stephen A., because LeBron can do those numbers in his sleep. He can make those stats in his sleep, and he's shown that he can do that. That doesn't mean he can't still have 1 foot on the court and 1 foot out in Hollywood. That doesn't mean that at all. That just means he can multitask, which he shouldn't be doing. He should be focusing primarily on basketball. So that's what the producers and directors are talking to you about. That's what they want to know, because they know when you come to LA, it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter if you're a champion at some other team. It doesn't matter if you're an all-star at some other place, some other city. When you come to Los Angeles and you become a Laker, your resume resets. You've done nothing. LeBron has done nothing. And this year, didn't even make the playoffs after making playoffs 8 years in a row, and he comes to the West and you can't even make the playoffs? That's why people are asking questions. Is he really committed to playing basketball? So let's keep going.
Shows up on the court, he goes all out. He's in peak physical condition. Don't disrespect that man like that. He's a 3-time champion, 4-time league MVP. He's big time. But they're like, yo, we have standards here. This ain't Cleveland. And the fact of the matter is that we want you locked in and zeroed in and focused on the Lakers. And that clearly hasn't been LeBron. The Shop, the Space Jam movie that's being made right now, which, by the way, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, turned down being a part of, by the way. From what I'm hearing, they're not having the most easiest time in the world. I'm sure they'll get athletes to participate, but it hasn't been the most easiest thing in the world to do, to get guys to commit to doing Space Jam with LeBron the way dudes did.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. So, wait a minute, let me get this right. So, LeBron James is trying to recruit players to come to play for Los Angeles, and they don't come. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie, Anthony Davis, all these different players were supposed to come to give the Lakers a chance to come and play, but they don't want to come and play because LeBron's here. LeBron's a cancer to the team. And now, off the court, you're trying to tell me they can't get guys to make movies with LeBron either? You got stars that don't want to make Space Jam with LeBron? You got to be kidding me. This guy's a cancer everywhere he goes, on the court and off the court. So let's keep going.
From MJ back in 1996. There's a different animal here. And so you're finding that the road to prosperity is a bit more difficult than one imagined because they're focused on the Lakers. They don't want to be used in order for you to buffer your status in Hollywood without getting something in return, which is the Lakers actually winning. Which means you had a better chance of making things happen when you were still in Cleveland than coming to LA and struggling. And so LeBron James has to think about all of that and then make the call. Make the call in terms of recruiting. Make the call in terms of doing whatever it takes to buffer this squad and that elevates them to championship contender. Because if he doesn't do that, a legitimate argument could be made that while nothing is impossible with Maverick Carter because he's a smooth operator, big time at what he does, it does make things a little bit more difficult for him to get things done when cats are losing with the Los Angeles Lakers. Those are the kind of things that LeBron's going to have to think about.
Oh, yeah, Max, comment on that, and then I have another question for you. Yeah.
A word about Space Jam 2 quickly. It seemed to me at one point I thought they should have made Space Jam 2 with Steph Curry as the lead. He's the one the kids relate to, and I thought it was about to be his league. And LeBron emphatically made a statement when they beat the Warriors. No, it's still my league, by LeBron's lights. And he.
Why does Max keep bringing up 2016 with the one time that LeBron beat Curry? What happened to the other 2 years after that, Max? What happened to that? They met up. Cleveland lost 4-1. And then what happened that next year? Golden State beat them. They swept them. So it's only getting worse for them. So why even bring up 2016? Like LeBron James was putting in all this work and, he showed that he's the face of the league. Not anymore. Not even close. That could go to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's got the past 2 years Finals MVP. Not Steph. Not LeBron. So let's keep going.
Showed evidence of that. And Space Jam is very much like the Monstars is everyone else. Ewing and Barkley and everyone else. And Jordan is the hero, right? Because Jordan was that much better than everybody else in basketball. And not that long ago, the same was true of LeBron. I don't think that's true anymore. And so, no, they don't want to do stuff like that. And he may be better off in a more winning situation. He may even be better off in Hollywood if he's somewhere else other than the Lakers in a more winning situation. Because you're right, why would guys like KD, who see themselves, I'm sure, as at least as good as LeBron right now, say, wait, why am I helping you elevate beyond all of us?
And why wouldn't Kevin Durant see himself even, if not more better than LeBron James right now? When who's won the past 2 years the finals? Kevin Durant's team won. And who got the finals MVP? Kevin Durant. So there's no reason why you wouldn't think that Kevin Durant is better than LeBron. There's no reason that you wouldn't think that somebody else is the face of the NBA, like Steph Curry or even Kevin Durant, like you said. So this whole thing about 2016 and LeBron showing that he's the face of the league, that doesn't mean anything. That was years ago. What's happening now? What's happening now, Max? So let's keep going.
So I agree with you. He doesn't get another superstar, but just keep in mind, if you have LeBron James and even another all-star, and the Jimmy Butlers and Chris Middletons and those kind of players of the world do not see themselves as LeBron James. There are levels to it. But if LeBron can even get a guy like that, the Lakers are in business. They won't miss the playoffs again.
Yeah, all right, Stephen A., let me flip this around and come to you here.
Yes.
I asked you, should LeBron, reconsider his future with the Lakers? How about the other way around? Should the Lakers reconsider their future with LeBron?
From what I'm being told, there are people that have called Jeannie Buss, and you can speak to Ramona Shelburne more about that than me. But, there are people that have called Jeannie Buss and told her she does need to consider trading LeBron James. I think that would be absolutely idiotic, and the reason why is twofold. Number one, LeBron James is still one of the best in the world. As far as I'm concerned, when healthy, he's going to come back and remind the world that if LeBron James was healthy, LeBron James would be in the top 3 conversation for league MVP this year. I believe that. And I believe that if he comes back next year and he's healthy, he'll do it. I think he'll do it again. I think he'll be absolutely phenomenal.
So he'll do what again? Because last year he was healthy for a good portion of the season before he got hurt. And they still weren't doing so good. They were a lot closer to making the playoffs, but they still weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. So probably the best thing that happened to LeBron last year was him getting hurt, because that gave them the ultimate excuse of why they didn't make the playoffs, let alone make the playoffs and be the lowest seed and get beat up by a Golden State or somebody. So let's keep going.
Said all of that, you don't get a guy like that every day. She's once in a generation kind of player. But also, the Lakers are not what they used to be. And the reality is, you don't just need LeBron to perform. You need him to recruit.
So the Lakers aren't what they're not what they used to be, obviously. But that's why they recruited LeBron and try to get a couple other guys in there so they can get back to being what they used to be. So it's almost every decade that the Lakers win a championship or are good. But now you have LeBron. It's kind of happening the opposite effect. Instead of recruiting with guys, he's pushing guys away. Like, no, I don't want to go to LA. I don't want to play with LeBron. It's having the opposite effect. And as a matter of fact, things were a little bit better when LeBron wasn't here, because a year or two, when the Lakers were losing and things weren't good, it's just because, we need to get new players. We're rebuilding. So it's understandable. But now that we have the guy that says he's a GOAT, the guy that's supposed to be the best player in the NBA, he's here now. And we didn't make the playoffs. So not only are we bad, but LeBron is acting like a cancer of the team. I get a dark aura coming from the Los Angeles Lakers. There's this deep, dark, bad feeling. Like there's poison. There's a poison on the Lakers. And all of that started when LeBron got here. All of that negativity started when LeBron got there. So let's keep going.
That you need all the help that you can get, because the Lakers are not what they used to be. And the allure of Southern California, Palm Trees, these guys got homes here in the off season. They ain't phased about not being here during the season. So how you gonna get cats to come to LA?
That shows that there's a huge problem. I bet you if LeBron wasn't here, we'd already have 2 superstars here already. But that's a problem. That there's guys that already have houses in LA and they like being in LA, but they don't want to come play for the Lakers because LeBron's there. That just tells you it doesn't look good at all. You have cats out there that have houses that are live in LA in the off season, and they don't want to come play with LeBron. That's a problem, man. That's a major problem. A major problem. Let's keep going.
The best way to do it is to have an arsenal that they say is attractive enough to compete and potentially position themselves for championship contention.
Our arsenal was supposed to be LeBron James. And what has LeBron done? He's darn near got rid of 95% of the team. Is going to be traded. The head coach, Luke Walton, is probably going to get fired. Well, we don't know. That's on the ropes right now. We don't know what's going to happen with that. And now Magic Johnson quit? All this on LeBron's watch? You got to be kidding me. You want to talk about a cancer, a poison? It's just an evil feeling coming from the Lakers right now. And like I said, it all started with LeBron. LeBron is the cancer. We need to trade and get rid of LeBron. Now, I know that sounds bad. I like, LeBron's stats are perfect, excellent. But everything else, what else he brings, it'd be addition by subtraction. You don't want to have LeBron, but we got to get rid of him to improve. So let's keep going.
LeBron here assist in aiming and leaning towards that goal. Losing him does not.
Look,
that's why I say they shouldn't consider that. Unless you could get the house.
They should definitely not consider.
Right.
They should definitely not consider trading LeBron. This is all you need to make a championship run. Even with this version of LeBron, you need one other All-Star and then 3 and D players everywhere else. Do you understand how poorly the Lakers roster was constructed? And I'm looking at Rob Pelinka, because Magic was there, as we've been talking about all show. Land the big fish. And he did. He landed Moby Dick. He landed LeBron James. Magic flashed that smile, landed LeBron. That's really his job. Pelinka, as